We have been to this property before in May. It was a Comfort Inn then, and it is still technically a Comfort Inn now. It is in the process of renovation. Ooh, now you're an ominous shadow. Okay, so we're on the second floor today. Is Floof on? Yes, Floof is on. Into 34. And this room has been fully renovated since it's changing from a Comfort Inn to a Spark by Hilton. The bathroom is not as fancy as the last one we stayed in when it was a Comfort Inn. So we're going to look at that one first. Here we are. There, the fan is also not as loud as last time, but it is definitely, it's a one operation thing. So one switch turns both the lights and the fan on and off. These are usually wall mounted, and I think eventually it probably will be, but they're still painting and doing renovation in the lobby. We'll get to that later. So we've got body lotion and hand soap. And oh, this is a different brand. So they switched to because it's they're switching from Choice Hotels to Hilton. So this is the 0% naturally kind formulation. Everything is spotlessly clean. They have renovated the entire room and it looks brand new. And yeah, the floors are very clean as well. We don't have the fancy glass enclosed shower this time, but we do have that nice big mirror that I've seen in the few videos I've been able to find about Spark hotels. I've not been able to find many. So we've got the nice curving shower rod. Does this one have a liner? I think it does. Yes, it does have a liner. All right, so we're set, which is good because we're all tired. We got off the train and went straight to activities in Roanoke. So we're getting in late to the hotel. It does have the very nice shower head and the one mobility grab bar. Everything is super, super clean. All right, so we have the 0%, and we've got the shower gel, shampoo, and conditioner in the shower enclosure. And then there's two hooks. There's the one on the top, and then there's another one. I guess that might be for a purse, and then maybe this is for the robe or whatever. You got your trash there. Again, I like this trend of putting the toilet paper here under the vanity rather than putting it on the wall where it gets ripped off. And then there's Kleenex in the corner. And yes, that's me. I'm sorry if I look tired. We've been going all day. We took the train up here from Manassas. So let's go explore the room. Oh, somebody forgot a paint-covered doorstop. That's okay. And here we've got a closet with a laundry bag, ironing board and iron, and a folding luggage rack. Pretty standard from the last video. So they have changed some stuff when they changed from Comfort Inn to Hilton. Mostly stuff like the racks, which look like part of the Spark by Hilton brand. The light fixtures are very very on brand with the Spark thing. They definitely seem to have the design choices and also the hotel art. This is very, very Spark. So I haven't been able to find many videos of Spark hotels, but there are a few out there. Everything's kind of sparse as far as end tables go. However, I will say this looks like it would be very easy to keep clean. And no carpet, which I personally am a fan of. Yep, brand new mattresses like last time. Right next to the bathroom, they have a full-length mirror. Again, sneaky peeky of me. And on the one end table, you've got outlets. Do they have a USB port? And where is the switch for? There we go. Okay, they do have. Yes. Oh, they have a USB port, and then they also have a smaller charging thing. I can't tell if that is a standard USB-C, maybe? I don't know. 4 pillows. I'm sure if we call down, we can get more. And then there's a large screen TV. Water bottle not included. Remote, again, that looks spotlessly clean as well. And then we've got a microwave. How clean is this? Also very clean. And got a Bible. Again, this looks kind of like stripped down, but it looks like it's easy to clean. And also, the bonus with this is it's pretty, well, not impossible. It's never impossible, but it's harder to leave things behind because you can see where everything is. With the desk, they've got this patented spark thing where you can slide the desk out. And then if you don't need the desk, I will probably use it for editing later. But if you don't need it, the whole thing just slides back like that. And let's see how clean the fridge is. Fridge looks very clean. Is it cold? Yep, it's cold. I'm going to go out later and get some ice. Yes, I did. The ice bucket is over there. There's plenty of light, definitely. There is the chair. This is very similar to the chair last room we were in, and it actually was quite comfortable. And here's the one that I think was not so very comfortable. I'll try it out. Well, yep. So this one is very clean, but not as comfortable. And there's a landline and another end table. And yes, so down here, and this is going to be useful for the CPAP machine. There's a bunch of plugins. So if you need to plug in something like a CPAP machine or a sound machine or whatever, there's that. And more lights. And let's see what we've got in the back. This is the parking area. And there is a electric car charging station. But you can definitely tell that they're renovating. But everything looks clean. The AC unit is pumping out nice, cold air. And, oh yeah, this is brand new. Okay, still has the, oh yeah, that is exceptionally brand new. Okay, nice. So, we haven't slept in this room yet, but based on what I have seen so far, I think if you're looking for a budget place to stay with interesting touches and kind of a stripped down but very clean room, this might be a good look for you. And that's about it. I'll be taping in other stuff like the breakfast buffet. They do have apparently some sort of bagel bar, but they are still renovating this property, so I don't know if they've changed everything. But that's about it for now. We're going to bed, and I guess we'll do all the rest of the stuff like the breakfast bar in the morning. Oh, the fitness room as well, and vending. We'll check that all out and tack that in later. Thanks. Okay, so the breakfast bar has changed pretty much not at all from the last time I was here. Again, technically, it is still a Comfort Inn. So in the fridge, they had milk, cream cheese, butter, and 3 different kinds of yogurt. I think it was strawberry, mixed berry, and peach. And then on from there, you have cutlery, plates, napkins, and then you see your toaster. Bread is available further on down the line. And they have, I think it was, it was 2 waffle stations. And this turned out to be pretty helpful because there was a lot of people in the hotel this weekend, some for a convention, so they were pretty busy. The cereal, I believe, was Fruit Loops, Raisin Bran, and cornmeal. And then they had some apples, and you've got a bread selection. I don't know if they're supposed to have tongs or not. They did not, so I just tried to be very careful when I was selecting my bread. And then returning to where the man was standing before, here is it's a very small hotline area. They had scrambled eggs and sausage links on the first day, Saturday. And then the following day, they had the same except patties. It looked a little bit empty back there, I realized, but they did refill it, I think, just a couple minutes after I was getting my bagel. They also had ketchup and hot sauce and mixed fruit jelly and Concord grape jelly, I believe. And then there's the juice station. They had orange and apple. They also had a pitcher of ice water, a microwave. The microwave was spotlessly clean, coffee cups, and juice cups. Well, water cups, I guess, too. The coffee machine was after this, and they also had a selection of tea and also hot water coming out of the coffee machine, which was useful. There were packets of oatmeal
and also a selection of 2 or 3 muffins under where you get the bread and the bagels. So oatmeal's an option too, along with muffins. Near the coffee station, they have little tubs of creamer, the non-dairy kind, and then all the different kinds of sweeteners. And there's also a little bin next to the coffee machine to put your waste. They also have regular black tea, decaffeinated black tea, and green tea. And if you want milk for any of these hot beverages, it's available in the fridge where the yogurt, cream cheese, and butter was. Spoiler alert, I was going to get footage of the fitness room after this, and then I realized when I went there it was full of people and I didn't want to intrude on their privacy. So if you want to see what the fitness room looks like, I will tack the last video I've made of this hotel, and if you scroll around in there, you'll find a pretty good visual and description of what they have. It's not bad. It's small, but it's not bad. The dining room is clean and quite good size. It's actually a very generous size for a dining room. I had no trouble finding a seat. I was quite happy with my breakfast. Hot foods were hot, cold foods were cold, and the coffee was good. Just in case you're here when they're not serving breakfast, let's move on to vending. So they still have vending here because it is still technically a Comfort Inn by Choice Hotels. This will soon be replaced by front desk vending services. But for now, this is what we've got. They've got canned drinks for $1.25 per can. And then they've got bottled water for $2. And then their snacks tend to vary by what it is. I'm not exactly sure exactly what it is. Last time I was here, I think it was between $1.25 to $2. So you can see the crackers are actually labeled and those are about $1. Nothing is too insanely overpriced. And it does take quarters and dollar bills. And then we've got the ice machine. Used this last night. It actually had clean, good ice. Actually, everything here in this entire area, the vending area, is quite clean. So no complaints about that. All right, coming up next was the corner of the parking lot that I was talking about. I couldn't tell what it was. I asked at the front desk. This is not going to be a pool. There's actually a public municipal pool right down the street from this property. If it's summer and it's hot and you want to swim, it's an outdoor pool down the street. But this is pretty much like a fire pit and some outdoor seating, and this big open wide space is eventually going to have a projection screen. It's not open, it's locked right now, you can't get in, but it's going to have a projection seat and apparently more seating and a s'more station. But you can see little touches of where Spark's going to be, like on the evacuation plan. You can see the branding and logo. We had a good time at this hotel. This property does have a laundry room. I didn't get any footage of it because they were renovating in the hallway outside and I did not want to disrupt them. Anyway, have a fantastic day.